Every summer in India, as temperatures push past 44 degrees Celsius, thousands of people suffer from severe dehydration and heat stroke. But what happens when the thermometer crosses 48 or even 50 degrees? At those extremes, your brain, heart, kidneys, and lungs can begin shutting down one by one. Heat-related collapse often stems from a fundamental misunderstanding of how extreme temperatures interact with our internal biology. Normally, your body tightly maintains an internal baseline close to 37 degrees Celsius. When outside temperatures rise to 45 degrees or higher, you enter a massive thermal deficit, forcing your system into a biological state of emergency. To cool itself, the body triggers a process called thermoregulation. It starts sweating heavily, expands your blood vessels, and sharply increases your heart rate to push internal heat outward toward the surface of your skin. But here is the biological catch. To make that rapid cooling happen, your body is draining its own limited reserves of water, sodium, potassium, and magnesium much faster than normal. Sweating acts as a double-edged sword. The exact mechanism designed to keep you from overheating initiates a countdown. If those resources aren't replaced, your internal systems simply run out of fuel. Without those essential minerals and water reserves, your internal organs are forced to work exponentially harder just to maintain basic functions. This diagram shows the intense cardiovascular strain that occurs during severe heat waves. As the body desperately pumps blood to move heat to the surface, the heart rate spikes violently while blood pressure drops dangerously low. This acute physical stress makes extreme heat hazardous for the elderly, diabetics, and anyone with pre-existing heart conditions. Moving up the system, the brain also takes a direct hit. As dehydration deepens and blood flow decreases, your brain cells physically shrink slightly. That tiny structural contraction causes the sudden dizziness, confusion, mood swings, and severe headaches people experience in the sun. Meanwhile, your kidneys attempt to save whatever fluid is left by entering an aggressive water-saving mode. Urine becomes highly concentrated, rapidly increasing the risk of kidney stones and, in prolonged exposure, triggering acute kidney injury. We have to distinguish between two distinct phases here. Heat exhaustion is marked by heavy sweating, muscle cramps, and nausea. But if the body suddenly stops sweating and the skin becomes hot and bone dry, you have entered heat stroke, which is an immediate medical emergency. During a heat wave, organs fail as the body's supply of fluids and electrolytes reaches absolute zero. Drinking plain water is a necessary start, but it cannot reverse this biological bankruptcy entirely. Water alone will not replace the critical electrolytes actively draining through your sweat. To restore the potassium and sodium levels demanded by a struggling heart and brain, you need dense, natural electrolytes. Traditional drinks like fresh coconut water and buttermilk help stabilize your heart rhythm and neutralize dangerous muscle cramps. You also need to lower your core body temperature from the inside out. Water-rich foods like watermelon and fresh cucumber drive hydration directly into your cells, while providing antioxidants like lycopene that help protect those cells from environmental heat stress. Traditional Indian interventions serve a highly specific function here. Bale juice and soaked coriander seed water contain cooling compounds that actively reduce internal digestive heat, keeping the gut stable despite external extremes. Conversely, heavy consumption of tea, coffee, alcohol, or oily, spicy foods actively sabotages your defense. Heavy digestion generates more internal body heat, while caffeine and alcohol accelerate dehydration, pushing your body faster toward failure. Effective summer hydration requires replacing those lost minerals and reducing internal heat, rather than simply drinking until the sensation of thirst disappears. Even with perfect internal hydration, the physical environment between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. poses a massive external threat. During these peak hours, intense UV radiation and hot winds accelerate fluid loss so rapidly that even healthy individuals can develop heat exhaustion in minutes. Your clothing acts as your primary external armor. Dark, tight clothes absorb sunlight and trap heat directly against your skin. Loose, light-colored cotton creates a physical barrier that allows airflow, letting sweat evaporate and pull heat away from your core. Inside the home, minimizing physical exertion is critical. Taking short rest periods lowers your heart strain, while traditional methods, like keeping cross-ventilation open and storing drinking water in large clay pots, provide highly effective passive cooling. If you must go outside, sunscreen acts as an anti-inflammatory barrier, preventing UV radiation from compounding the heat stress your body is already fighting. To withstand 50-degree heat, you must actively defend your body's thermoregulation through specific choices in diet, clothing, and activity. Indian summers are becoming more intense every single year. Share this physiological survival guide with your family, especially elderly relatives, children, and outdoor workers who face the absolute highest risks. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay connected with Fresh Vitals for more science-backed health awareness. Take care.